What is going on, guys? New York Sports Hub here, coming at you with another New York Yankees video, or an American League East video. I want to talk about the Blake Snell trade to the San Diego Padres. The Padres are loading up on pitching. Ever since Clevenger got hurt, the Padres are like, we want to fill in his spot, and we're going to go out and grab some pitching. And they went out and grabbed a Cy Young contender, a former Cy Young winner, Blake Snell, from the Yankees' division rival, the Tampa Bay Rays, and this is great as a Yankees fan because now he is out of the division. He's far away from the Yankees. Unless we play them in the World Series, we probably won't be facing Blake Snell all season, and that's a great thing as a Yankees fan because Blake Snell is a really good pitcher, and the Yankees always struggle when Blake Snell's on the mound, so I'm happy we don't have to face him anymore. And now he is heading out to sunny San Diego, California, to pitch for the Padres, a fun, young team. They're one of the best teams in baseball, and now they just got a lot better, and I'm pretty sure now they're now in a trade with Yu Darvish, so Padres are not, they're not missing around. They want to get better. They got swept by the Dodgers last year, and they're a younger team. They're getting better and better every year, and they're improving that pitching staff by going out and acquiring Blake Snell from the Tampa Bay Rays and about to acquire Yu Darvish from the Chicago Cubs. This is a great move for the Padres, in my opinion, but not really here to talk about the Padres. I'm more here to talk about the Tampa Bay Rays, the Yankees' division rival, and this is huge for the Yankees, because now the Rays only have one elite starter, and that is Tyler Glasnow, and I wouldn't consider Tyler Glasnow an elite starter. I think he's a good pitcher. I think he's all very good stuff, and I do think he has Cy Young potential, but Glasnow, he only has 2 pitches, and he's not unhittable. I mean, we saw Giancarlo Stanton hit 2 home runs off of him in Game 2 of the ALDS. We saw, other hitters, like Luke Voit hit a couple home runs off Tyler Glasnow. We saw other hitters find ways to hit him. I mean, he really struggled in the World Series against the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Glasnow is very hittable. He's not a great pitcher. So I think he has the tools to be a great pitcher, but you look at the numbers from the past couple seasons, he's never really been an elite pitcher, and that's definitely very bad for the Rays and very good for the Yankees, because now I don't see the Rays as big of a threat to win the division anymore. I really don't, because they only have one elite starter now. And now I know they have some good pitchers in the minor leagues, but it's mainly depth guys. I mean, they really don't have a frontline ace starter right now. They really don't. Now, they could go out and, get someone from free agency, which is very possible, like a Luis Castillo. Who else? There's a lot of other guys out there, but, Luis Castillo is a guy who's been linked to, to the Rays. He's been a very good pitcher for the Reds. There's been other guys, in free agency that they could go out and acquire. They went out and got Michael Wacha from the Mets, so they have made some moves to improve their pitching, but they just got rid of Charlie Morton to the Braves, and now Blake Snell to the Padres, and this is great as a Yankees fan. It really is, because now I don't see the Rays as big of a threat, and I think the Yankees should be able to win the division in 2021, and that is a great thing for me as a Yankees fan, and I'm pretty sure, as every other Yankee fan would agree with me. Winning the division is a very important goal for the Yankees in 2021. We need to win the division. If we're not going to make, if we want to win the World Series if we want to even make the World Series for the first time since 2009, we got to win the division. And I think we'll be able to do that now with Blake Snell and Charlie Morton no longer on the Tampa Bay Rays. Great sign for the Yankees to now win the division with Blake Snell no longer on the Rays and Charlie Morton no longer on the Rays. So, again, the Rays pitching, it's still pretty good. They have Ryan Yarbrough. They got Yanni Chirinos. They got, I think he's a pitcher and a hitter, Brendan McKay. He's pretty solid, but he's coming off a big injury. They got other guys, Castillo, Nick Anderson, Jose Alvarado, Colin Poche, what's the other guy's name? Is it Fairbanks? I think it's Pete Fairbanks. They got a lot of other good pitchers, but again, the Rays pitching, it's not as good as it once was. So I think they're taking a big step down. And their offense, their lineup isn't that good. They don't score a lot of runs. And if you want to, you can have good pitching, but your team doesn't score any runs behind you. A good example, a team like the Indians. They had really good pitching last year. They just didn't score a lot of runs. So they didn't, they couldn't win the American League Central, and they didn't go very far in the playoffs. They lost in 2 games to the Yankees. So, I mean, the Rays are still a very good team. I'm not going to take that away from them. I'm not necessarily saying they're a bad team, but I do think they're taking, big step backs. Now, with Blake Snell no longer on the Rays, he's by far their best pitcher, and he's no longer on the team. So this is great news for the Yankees. They still do have good pitching, but again, it's just not as strong as it once was. So I want to know your thoughts on the trade down in the comments below. Great trade for the Padres. Still a pretty decent trade for the Rays. You're getting Luis Patino, highly touted prospect for the Padres. You're also getting Maxwell or something like that. I don't remember his name. But he had a weird name. I think it was something like Maxwell. I don't remember. But Blake Hunt was a catching prospect that the Rays got from the Padres. The Rays and Padres always seem to make trades with each other. The Padres traded with the Rays to get Manuel Margot, and the Rays got, and they also got Hunter Renfroe, and then they gave away somebody else to the Padres. I don't remember who it was. Jake Cronenworth to the Padres. So the Rays and Padres always seem to make trades. It's weird. But they just always seem to make trades with each other. And Rays, whenever they make trades, it usually seems to work out perfectly for them. But for this trade, I don't know if that's going to happen because the Rays are giving away their best pitcher for prospects that have promise, but we don't know what kind of players they'll be. So I want to know your thoughts. Who do you think won the trade? I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think this trade makes the Yankees the clear favorites to win the American League East in 2021? I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. This is great news for Yankee fans. We should be able to win the division now. The Rays shouldn't be as big of a threat to the Yankees anymore. And if we can beat them just a little bit, we should be able to win the division pretty easily. I think the Blue Jays could be a decent threat, but again, they're still a young team. I don't know if they're there yet. Their pitching isn't great. Neither is their bullpen. So I'm not 100% sold on the Blue Jays just yet. But I want to know your thoughts on the trade down in the comments below. And I promise the green screens, it's gonna work soon. I'm working on to work this stupid app, but the green screen's just not working right now. So I'll be using just the the green screen, but without the background for a little bit. But hopefully I can get it working pretty soon. But that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the new look for the videos. This is how it's going to be for the rest of the for the rest of the channel now. And by the way, if you guys do want to follow my TikTok page, I do sports content over there. I know it's usually there's not a lot of sports content creators on TikTok, but I do have an account. It's called New York Sports Hub. I make TikToks on there, and I just make sports videos. Talk about trades. I do my initial reactions to the games on TikTok. I do like a minute long initial reaction to the game. So if you do want to check the TikTok page out, I'll probably put the link in the description down in the comments below. So if you do want to check that out, I'd appreciate it. If you also want to follow my Twitter account, I'll also put the link in the description for that. I'll start doing that from now on, and it's also in my bio if you want to find my Twitter account there. And that's going to do it for this video. Want to know your thoughts on the Blake Snell trade down in the comments below. If you're a Padres fan, I'd be really happy about this trade. If you're a Rays fan, I'd be very upset because you just lost your ace to you pretty much just gave away your ace for prospects that you don't even know how good they'll be yet. So, in my opinion, I think the Padres still did win this trade, but it's still not a bad trade for the Rays, but I do think the Padres did end up winning this trade. But I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. That's going to do it for this video. I'll have a Giants video probably coming out maybe later on in the night. I'll have a Giants video, and I would have probably released this Blake Snell video last night, but the news dropped at like 2 a.m. I was tired. I didn't feel like making the video at 2 a.m. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you guys next time. Put your thoughts on the trade down in the comments below. Let's go Yankees, and let's go Giants.